Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 19th of March, 1981, and the title is The Way to Become World Sovereign. Today, Bab Dada is seeing his right hands. So many of Baba's arms are tirelessly engaged in service. Each of you arms has your own specialty. A right hand means one whose every thought and every step is constantly according to Baba's directions. You have become the Father's arms, and this is why Bab Dada is pleased to see his arms. What do all of you right hands have on the palm of your hand? You have the globe of the kingdom of the world on the palm of your hand. You have seen the picture of Krishna, in which he too is holding the globe in his hands. Krishna will not rule the kingdom on his own. All of you will be with him. Therefore, that picture also includes all of you, because you too now claim this right. The sanskars you require now of claiming a right will last you for 21 births. You are to become kings now and also in the future. Those who have a right to a kingdom at this time will also claim a right to the kingdom of the world. So are you rulers at the present time? Is each of you running the business of your kingdom well? What is the state of the kingdom each of you has? Are all your servants in your kingdom working in law and order? If at this time you are only rulers sometimes, then what would you do when you are there? You would only become kings for 1 or 2 births there too. If you want to become kings for 21 births, then while you are here, why do you only become rulers sometimes? Your sanskars of the present time will continue to be your sanskars there. Therefore, you have to become rulers all the time. You residents of Australia are racing with everyone, are you not? What number have you reached? We have reached the stage of being seated on the hearth throne. Yes, but what number in that have you reached? Nevertheless, you are good effort makers. Your aim of filling yourselves with the sanskars of following the highest code of conduct is very good. You are also very courageous in keeping your aim of becoming the true Sitas who stay within the line of the code of conduct. You are not tempted by any of Ravan's attractions, are you? Are you now very well aware of the many different forms of Ravan? Have you become knowledgeful about Ravan? It is only when you lack knowledge that Ravan can make you belong to him. No matter whether Ravan adopts the form of gold or diamonds, he cannot even come close to anyone who is knowledgeable. Does Ravan come to Australia? He doesn't come to attack you, but to teach you. Ravan loves you because you have been his friends for half a cycle, and this is why he doesn't want to let go of you. So, what are you going to do? Will you not fulfill your relationship of being his friend? No. Ravan will now serve you in 10 ways with his 10 arms. You will use this many arms in service, will you not? With the strength of 10 arms, Ravan will very quickly prepare for you the most beautiful kingdom. Ravan now understands that he will no longer be able to rule you, but that he has to prepare a kingdom and give it to you. When a task has to be accomplished, it is said, you have to complete this task with the force of your 10 fingernails. So, the 5 elements of nature and the 5 vices will be converted into the form of 5 special divine virtues, and they will all come to serve you. You will then thank Ravan, will you not? Ravan's army is making a lot of effort for you. They are all so busy. Can you see them? Abroad, the scientists are making so many preparations. For whom is all this being done? You should say that it is for you. Those from Australia have demonstrated very well the virtue of patience. This is why Bab Dada will have a special picnic with those from Australia. Each place has its own specialty. Bab Dada is giving a special gift to all of you chancellors who have given a chance to others. What is that? Baba is giving you a special adornment. That is, the chindi of constantly having pure and positive thoughts. A chindi is the atilak that hangs on the end of a chain and is worn on the forehead. Together with the crown there is always a chindi. Just as you souls are sparkling points, in the same way, the jewel of this chindi is also sparkling in the center of your forehead. This whole group is of those who constantly have pure and positive thoughts and who have stopped having waste thoughts of others. Whenever any awkward situation arises, remember the gift you have been given of the jewel of constantly having pure and positive thoughts. Then powerful vibrations, powerful service, and a gathering of angels will be constantly seen in Australia. This gathering of the Shaktis and Pandavas is very good. You also have very great enthusiasm for service. Everyone does service, but service becomes successful when that service is in a form that has no obstacles of any sanskaras or thoughts. It is these things that make service take a long time to grow. Therefore, become a server who is constantly free from obstacles. How many centers have you residents of Australia opened? When you are very enthusiastic to do service, you can go anywhere. Do anything while considering it to be your service. Do not think that this is the service of Germany or that this is the service for Australia. No, Baba's service or world service is your service. This is called having an unlimited attitude. You do have an unlimited attitude, do you not? Wherever you go, service belongs to you. You are world benefactors, not just benefactors of Australia or places close to Australia. The disciplines have only been created for the sake of expansion of service. You have been made instruments so that you are able to look after service very well. What do you have to do in the future? You have opened centers and Gita Pathshalas. So, what more are you going to do? Subtle service. Together with subtle service, there is also something else you have to do. You haven't yet brought any VIPs here from Australia. Bring such a VIP from Australia that the Indian government has to give him a state welcome. When the sound reaches the government, it means the sound has spread everywhere clearly. Any place abroad can now do this type of service to make this sound reach the ears of India, of Bharat, even against their conscious wish. Just as that picture shows nectar being poured into the ears of Kumbhakarna, so too, when you do this service, it can then be said that this sound has reached Bharat from abroad. At the moment, you have just reached the small whistles, but then bugles will have to be blown. When such a sound is heard, when the victorious sound of bugles is heard, Bap-Dada will give all of you a very good gift. Otherwise, the Kumbhakarnas of Bharat are not going to wake up so easily. At the moment, they just say, "What?" and then carry on snoring. Do you now understand what you have to do? There are such courageous souls in all the places abroad. Those from Nairobi have been trying very hard. You have been working very hard, but it will only be when you have an official program that the sound will be heard. The sound cannot be heard clearly when you create a personal program. This great sacrificial fire will be completed when you do this type of service. You have only just started everything. The Shakti army looks as if you are already Shaktis. Your faces and your characters both look like the form of a Shakti. Each of you have a very good uniform and everyone's badge is sparkling. You have worked very well, to the extent that those from Australia have been living with sanskars of freedom. To the same extent, you are now moving along very well within the line of disciplines. You have now become bound in the sweet bondage to Baba. You are all very good. Just as jewels are set and made into very good jewelry, so too you very good jewels have become set and are now ready. You have been polished. You Pandavas are also very good and serviceable. Service easily continues to grow with the mantra. Give regard and receive regard. You have now learned how to give regard and also how to receive regard. Always remember that to give regard is to receive regard. You will not receive regard by just taking regard, but by first giving it. This is why the love and unity amongst you is very good. You do remember this mantra very firmly, do you not? Bap Dada meeting Didi and Dadi. You have your wireless set, do you not? Whenever you want to have a task accomplished somewhere, Within a second, you are able to give a direction through your wireless set. When service increases, how much will you be able to do through letters, telegrams, or telephones, etc.? Today, all these things work very well. Tomorrow, they may not. How will you then all be able to handle all the service? You also have to find a way to do that. You will build a hall. You have already built a kitchen. All of that is good for all those who come here now. However, how are you going to handle all the growth of all the service centers everywhere? Will you invite everyone here? The queue will be of subjects. Heirs will not stand in a queue. This is why, on the basis of your karmatic stage, the moment you have a thought, it should reach within a second. It will be there as though you said something and they heard it personally at the same time. You will have many experiences of this, and there will also be news of the others having such experiences. There will be visions, and whatever you think will happen practically. You must now increase this specialty. The efforts of you Maharathis now especially lies in practicing this. One moment you are a karma yogi, and the next moment you are in your karmatic stage. While being anywhere, you can cooperate in service elsewhere through your thoughts. You have to give a lot of your time. The more time you give, the fuller everyone's mine of happiness will become. Giving your time means you are filling their mine of happiness. When you see the happiness of others, you think of giving them even more zeal and enthusiasm. Everyone is having very good experiences. You definitely have to give your time, but the reward of using your time successfully is 1,000-fold greater. This is why the attraction of Madhuban is increasing day by day. This is the fruit of service of you instrument souls. Bap Dada's loving meeting with brothers and sisters from different Australian centers. 1. Are you accumulating an income of multi-millions at every step? Do you experience yourselves to be multi-million times fortunate? How many multi-millions do you accumulate throughout the day? Are you able to calculate this? You Pandavas are working together to bring about a lot of expansion in service. That is very good. Are you always content with one another? It is also a very good example that all of you always remain united and steady. True love is indicated when someone says something and the other one responds and accepts it. When others see such examples, they too have the courage to come into connection with you. Then your gathering becomes a way to serve them. The sanskars of belonging to the one Father and following one direction will establish the one kingdom of the golden age. You are carrying out service while remaining free from obstacles, are you not? There aren't any complications, are there? When Maya sees that your unity is very good and that you are all very well protected, she doesn't have the courage to come close to you. All of you are moving along while considering yourselves to be instruments for service. It isn't just one, all of you are instruments. When you remain aware that Baba has made you his instruments, you will continue to attain success. By turning knowledge, your stage will become powerful. 2. Do you constantly experience yourselves to be souls free from bondage? You do not experience any type of bondage, do you? Are you not able to finish your bondages with the power of knowledge? There is both light and might in knowledge. How can someone who is knowledgeful be in a bondage? Just as day and night cannot exist at the same time, so too, how can someone who is master knowledgeful experience bondage? To be knowledgeful means to be free from bondage. The past is the past. Since you have now taken a new birth, why do you still allow your scars of the past to emerge? How can there be any bondage when you are Brahma Kumar and Kumaris? Brahma Baba himself is free from bondage, so how can his children be in bondage? Therefore, always remain aware that you are master knowledgeful, as is the Father, so are his children. 3. Do you constantly have the intoxication that success is your birthright? There is no question whether you will be successful or not. Do you have the intoxication of being embodiments of success? You are master teachers. Just as Baba has the qualification of being a teacher, so too you master teachers should also have it. Have you become equal to the Father? Haji, you sing the song of yes, yes, very well. This proves that you are able to relate Baba's virtues to everyone. You dance with them and make others dance with them. Bab Dada is very pleased to see you Kumaris because you Kumars and Kumaris have renounced everything and have come here and become tapasvis. Bab Dada is very pleased when he sees the courage of you children to renounce everything and your enthusiasm for tapasya. Devotees sing praise of the Father, but the Father himself sings praise of you children. For how many births have you been turning the beads of the rosary? Now, in return, the Father is turning the beads of the rosary of you children. Do you all see at what time Baba turns the beads of your rosary? At Amrit Vela. You don't fall asleep at the time Baba is turning the beads of your rosary, do you? Shaktis are those who awaken those who are sleeping. So, how can you yourselves sleep at that time? Your result is very good. It is your luck to receive this certificate. Those from Australia are being given a very good certificate. Continue to water your flower garden with the water of faith and courage, and you will continue to see growth. Expansion will continue to take place. Meeting Dr. Nirmala. No matter how much Bap Dada praises you, that praise is still insufficient because you are a jewel who is worthy of praise. You have become victorious by having the virtue of humility according to your name. You have made all the places free from obstacles with the support of the power to tolerate and the power to face. So Bap Dada is very pleased to see the practical fruit of that. This is why you are constantly in the list of special souls. You constantly receive Baba's help and will constantly continue to receive it. Baba's hand is constantly on the forehead of this special daughter. Constantly keep this picture with you. You also have the love and certificate of the divine family. Blessing, may you be a conqueror of attachment and an embodiment of remembrance who studies and teaches others lessons of the Gita. The first lesson of the knowledge of the Gita is to be bodiless soul, and the last lesson is to be a conqueror of attachment and an embodiment of remembrance. The first lesson is the method, and the last lesson is the attainment of that method. So, at every moment, teach yourself this lesson and also teach others this lesson. Perform such elevated actions that on seeing them, many other souls will become able to elevate their own line of fortune by performing similar elevated actions. Slogan: remain absorbed in God's love and you will become free from laboring. Om Shanti.